Alright guys, on the bench we have a President Zachary T that belongs to Ronnie out in the beautiful state of Montana. Thank you for the business, Ronnie. I appreciate it. So this, wanted to do a video not necessarily on the Zachary T. So this is basically Washington without the sideband. Great radios. I love them. I have one. But Ronnie also asked me if there was something I can do with this microphone, more specifically the cord, and I told him yes, of course. And also we'll get this cleaned up nice, looking the best we can. I already cleaned up the radio, some little spots here and there, but for the most part the radio looks good. And it's working good. So I recapped it, aligned it, and that's all that needed. Didn't need anything else. These are great radios. However, so obviously what we can do with this is change out the cord, put a new cord, call it a day. But I did want to show you guys another way of fixing this, because there is a way of fixing this. And you know, I guess it's, you know, it doesn't really matter what you do, whether you change out a cord or do what I'm going to do. It takes about the same amount of time to fix it or replace the cord. But you know, some radios, like say you have an old Turner mic with the nice blue you know, cable, and you know, you want to keep that because those are, you know, impossible to find, just the cable, right? So this is another way to fix these cords. So it involves getting a 1/2-inch diameter rod of some sort and a hair dryer. I guess a heat gun would work as well, probably on the low setting with an actual heat gun. But I'll show you guys how you can get this pretty much you know, looking good again. And then I'll take care of getting this mic cleaned. This is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, a toothbrush. Normally what I do is I take the whole thing apart, take out the cartridge on the inside, the switch, just have the outer shell, the outer case of the mic, and a toothbrush and some dish detergent, Dawn, Palmolive, whatever you guys use. We'll get these nice and clean. A soft bristle toothbrush, nothing too stiff, or else, you know, even this will scratch, even with the plastic, you know, brush. So yeah, nice soft bristle toothbrush works, or anything soft bristle will work, and we'll get this thing looking almost like new, but definitely better than what it is. But let's get this coil back to its original shape. So yeah, like I said, we'll go get a rod. I use I have an old scrap curtain rod that I use, and you can use anything, piece of like copper pipe, something that's around a 1/2-inch diameter, so that way we can recoil this. And then any heat gun, low setting heat gun, or a hair dryer will work as well. So let's get to it. I'll show you guys how to do this. Alright, so 2 zip ties, a hair dryer, mic, there's an old curtain rod. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the curtain rod and weave it through the center of the coils as best we can. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Alright, now that these bigger coils are here, you can just kind of wrap them up the best you can. So you don't want to miss one, because then it's going to mess everything up. Alright, so now you have to tighten up these coils as best as you can. keep tightening them up so it's snug around the thing you're wrapping it around. Keep going. Keep coiling. These bigger coils kind of suck, but keep going until you have a nice tight coil. Alright, so you have this. So now we're going to grab a zip tie. We're going to zip tie this end so it doesn't slip on us. And then we're going to take the other zip tie and we're going to do the same. Just like that. Alright, and there you have it. So this is ultimately what you want. Hair dryer. If you have a heat gun, lowest setting, and you wanna get this hot, but you don't want to melt this. With the hair dryer, you could probably go on the high setting, but you still, the key here is to get this hot enough to make this return back to its memory, basically, but not hot enough to melt this sheathing. So you know, you're gonna have to kind of play with the setting and the distance you're gonna be holding it at. So I don't know what kind of noise this is gonna sound like on the camera, but you know, you guys can always fast forward if it's too annoying. I get it. All right, let's get to it. Alright, I think that's good enough. You know, you might have to do this a couple of times. You have to let this cool off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with the cool setting on the hair dryer and help cool it off. Just some cold air. Still a little warm, but I think we can try to see if it's okay. Like I said, you might need to do this a couple of times, but just for the sake of the video, let's see how well we did with this. Like I said, it's still a little warm, but look at that. It's a lot better than what it was. And it does have its, you know, it does spring back. So yeah, I mean, it's basically another way on how you guys can get this, I guess, cheaper, you know, more cost-effective manner. Just cost you a little bit on electricity. Hopefully you have some sort of rod laying around, half-inch rod. I mean, pretty much everyone who's married or has a girlfriend has access to a hair dryer. But yeah, that's basically it. Let this cool off a little bit more, and yeah, that should stay like that. And if it doesn't, you can do it again, and if you need to, do it a third time. But yeah, that's how you can get the coils back into your CB mics again, guys. All right, thanks for watching.